age of 40, was also newly engaged to Dr. Sam Hazlitt, the town doctor, and her own personal hottie. With her shoulder-length, silver-blonde hair and cool blue eyes, Suzanne projected an air of self-confidence that was reflected in her penchant for slim-cut blue jeans and suede jackets, which was the exact combo she was wearing tonight. Toni, on the other hand, was the Cackleberry Club's self-proclaimed hoochie mama. She favored silver-studded jeans and skin-tight cowgirl shirts that showed off her cha-chas. And she had never seen a piece of fake Dynel hair that she didn't want to clip into her own mop of reddish blonde hair.
"I didn't realize this show had such a large cast,"
Toni said. She held her breath as she flipped a switch, dimming the lights right on cue as a half-dozen actors milled about on stage.
"Oh, I did it,"
she cooed softly. They were coming to the end of the second act, and she was still nervous about dropping the curtain.
"Eeny, meeny."
Toni grasped a thick red rope that led to an overhead tangle of ropes and pulleys.
"Is this the right one, or should I—"
Actors streamed past them, coming off the stage and disappearing into the back of the theater. Nolden, Mobley, and 6 others.
"Don't drop the curtain yet,"
Suzanne hissed.
"You need to dim the lights because the ghost still has to come out."
Toni swatted a switch with the flat of her hand, and the entire stage went dark.
"Not that dark,"
Suzanne said.
"The audience has to be able to see something."
Toni's fingers crawled along the entire panel of light switches and settled on one.
"Maybe this one?"
She flicked the switch, and a weird blue light filtered down from above.
"That's the ticket,"
Suzanne whispered.
"Maybe I am starting to get the hang of things,"
Toni said. She sounded relieved and a little more confident in her ability as a stagehand. Suzanne bent down and turned on the fog machine. Instantly, a jet of white fog spewed out and spread across the entire stage.
"Whoa, that might be a bit much,"
Toni cautioned. Suzanne dialed her machine back, got it running just right, and then glanced at her script. She was trying to follow along in the dim light. Okay, so the ghost is supposed to enter stage right.
"Here he comes."
They watched as the ghost floated out right on cue. There was a hush from the other actors, who were all seated in the first few rows of the theater, watching the play, waiting for the next act, when it would be their turn to strut their stuff on stage. The ghost, dressed in long gray robes and a deep cowl that hid his face in darkness, drifted dramatically about the stage.
"Who is that?"
Toni asked as they peered out from the wings. Suzanne shook her head.
"No idea. I wasn't here when Teddy Hardwick had the casting call." "But the ghost is good. Very believable, whoever it is."
The ghost postured importantly and lifted his arms as if he were some sort of avenging spirit. Ooh. His hollow tones rippled across the stage and filled the near-empty theater.
"Spooky,"
Suzanne said,
"and very realistic."
She made a mental note to find out who'd created the ghost costume. With its gray-green color and straggly bits of cheesecloth hanging down, the shroud was very convincing. Like the ghost had actually swept in from the great beyond.
"This is, like, the best part so far,"
Toni said. She was watching the action with rapt attention. Suddenly, the ghost darted in close to the Scrooge character and embraced him as he sat at his desk. "Scrooge," the ghost lamented. "Scrooge." Then Scrooge and the ghost seemed to merge into a single image for a few moments, doing some kind of ethereal dance. The ghost released Scrooge and then floated off into the wings on the opposite side of the stage.
"That's the ticket,"
Toni said. She grasped the rheostat and slowly dimmed the blue lights to a pale glow that practically pulsed with electrical energy.
"Perfect,"
Suzanne whispered. "Suzanne!" came a worried voice from behind her. Suzanne whirled around to find Bill Probst, one of the owners of the Kindred Bakery, staring at her. His face was scrunched into